Hey, Jeff Mead here with the Kung Fu Driving Podcast. I'm here at the Urban Action Showcase Expo with the Art School Dropouts. What's up, guys?
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It has been a while. What have you guys been up to? Talk to me.
Oh my gosh.
What are you up to?
No, there's been a lot of stuff. Like I follow you guys, so I know that you've been up to some big stuff, and all the other stuff that you have going on. So let's go through it.
It's always so funny. It's like, what have you been up to? Okay, so we have just released our second feature film called Player Agency, which most of it was actually shot in VR. I know it sounds like, wait, what? How does that work? It's very complicated to explain, but if you guys have questions, feel free to follow us on Art School Dropouts. But we,
on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, on our YouTube channel. Today we have Player Agency as well as Prologo and Going Viral. So 2 short films and 1 feature film. And I mean, recently we are kind of second unit directors for Michael Chai White.
Yeah, just Michael Chai White. But whatever.
Like a legend, definitely like a.
I just don't like name dropping if this feels weird.
It's
But
not
like,
name drop, but you guys earned that, right? I mean, he came up. I was here when he came by
yeah,
and chose you.
Across,
Yes.
You are across from us.
Yes.
So you saw him
saw
stand
it.
at our table, just
Staring
looking.
at your work and admiring what you guys were doing, and then from that.
From
Oh my gosh, yeah,
from
you had a first,
yeah
like,
from the
first seat.
yeah from like the outside perspective though, he was just like,
Yeah.
and then he like proceeded to ask me camera questions, both technical, mechanical, history, then like cinema questions, right? And he just like questioned me, like it was like he gave me a test of just, I guess, like how deep my knowledge goes and stuff like that. And then
Jeff had a front row seat to that
Yeah.
interaction.
I keep thinking about that. I was like, I wish I was recording so that I could capture
Right.
that moment. But
we
I
didn't know, because
Right.
the thing is, when like people are like, "Oh yeah, I would love to work with you," it's kind of like, "Oh wait, is that really gonna happen?"
But he didn't start with like, I want to work with. It was just like
No.
straight questions, and it's just like, whatever, like a lot of the cinema questions. And then afterwards he goes like, I would really like to hire you guys. And then of course,
Oh, he didn't even say hire. He was like, "Oh, I want to like get in contact with you guys."
right?
So like a
True, yeah.
month later,
Because it was like, like sure,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
But a month later, we were just like, okay, like Mike wants to like talk on the phone because he like messaged us, and we're like, all right, let's have our pitch ready. Like, hey, we would love to work with you, but we're broke independent filmmakers. We do not have the money to pay you for your time.
Because we thought he was like, oh, these guys are like a production company. We are, but we're not like.
Yeah, so we thought like, oh, we had to pay him.
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, we don't have the money to pay you, dude.
Yeah, and he was just like, whoa. I want to hire you guys. And we're like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
wait, yeah, cool, but again, we have no money to pay you. And he was like, again, I want to pay you guys.
So,
Yeah.
right after that conversation, how long were you sitting there going, did that just happen?
So I think from that phone call, we still didn't believe it. Like we were doing previses for his future movie at the time. It was like Trouble Man. And I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And yeah, okay, he's like paying us, but it's not like it still wasn't real until like 8 months later. Actually, was like, I think it only took a week. It was like, hey, I need you guys on a flight to Atlanta right now. I was like, what? And it didn't.
Yeah, he didn't like really give us a lot of information because we thought we were just doing back end stuff of just making the previses.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, if this is like the extent of what we're gonna do with Mike, we were happy.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
like, this is great. Like for a whole like year basically, we worked on previses and like just made all of these things up for him. And then all of a sudden we're on set like directing the action.
Right. And it was
It was yeah.
It was pretty crazy because, like, obviously, like, us being YouTubers, also the production wasn't really ready for that, too, right? It's like, who are these guys? Oh, they're YouTubers. They're YouTubers. What do they know about filmmaking, right? So it's kind of like we had to prove ourselves, right? And I think one of the craziest moments is like we did this bar fight for the film, and we didn't have time. So Steph and I created this system that would work definitely for YouTube stuff, right? But obviously with planning and experience, you could scale it up to obviously to like Hollywood level, right? And then so basically the entire production, because Steph had this idea of like leapfrogging camera shots, but like we know exactly what we needed to do. So, but there was no coverage, obviously. No one knew No one knew what was
Yeah.
happening.
Camera
We just
crew, they were so like, they were like, what are we shooting? How does this make sense? They can't see it in their heads.
and then like we just was like it was just rapid fire. Need the camera there. We need the lights there. Like and like I'm doing one shot. Then Steph is doing
setting up the next shot.
So then when Steph is doing her shot, I'm setting up the next shot, and it was just like
And then
rapid
it's like,
fire.
all right, cool, we're done. And they're like, oh, we're done? I was like, yes, that is it for
But-
today.
yeah.
And then afterwards, Mike's like, can you guys like quickly edit it?
Yeah.
So we spent like a whole night like staying up just editing it. And then he showed it to like the producers, and he told us, he was just like, yeah, the producers were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, who did this? And it's like, you know that team, the YouTubers?
Yeah.
They did this.
That
So-
must be so rewarding. Though.
It like validation of I think it's validation too. I think it's like the process that we've been doing. I think throughout our YouTube career or indie film career, we met people that are like, you guys are never like you guys just might as well stop. You guys are never gonna make a movie or whatever like that, right? Like your technique or whatever, the way that you guys do things wouldn't work at a bigger budgeted film or something like that. And then when we realized that it could, obviously, I mean, it shouldn't be always like that because like there's still a lot of planning for us to be able to quickly like put it together, right? And I think it's I think something clicked in my head where the indie and like say big budget is really the big budget part, right? Because I think anybody now like in this era of cell phones, people could like make action films that are worth watching, as long as like you know how to put it together, right?
But now you've got this whole credit under your belt.
Yeah.
And it's out now on.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trouble Man is out. Yeah.
What's been the reception? What about people that have seen it that know that you guys are behind it? What's
I mean, obviously the people that like us, like they support us, and I think obviously being biased, right? I love seeing Mike move with the action that we like, right? But then again, obviously, I'm sure it was also different for him because it's like, I'm 5'5", he's like 6'1", right? And the way that I choreograph is like small man martial arts, right? So it's a lot of footwork, a lot of moving. He likes power, so we mix it together. But it's like he's like, oh man, it's a lot of moving. And I was like, yeah. But it does. It's different. He looks like different, But I don't want to make it. I didn't want to make him too unfamiliar with what he's doing. But like, it's a different style.
Was he receptive to that different kind of movie? Because that's hard.
Yeah.
He is a big
Honestly, like I have to say, like certain celebrities or certain people might, make promises like, oh yeah, I want to work with you guys. I have to say, Mike and Gillian, they have kept to their word, and he trusted us on set, and like he was super nice. Also, the interaction between him and Joey is like hilarious on set.
He's like the sweetest guy ever.
People came up to us and they're just like, so does like Mike and Joey like know each other a long time? It's like, no, they do not.
That's great.
But he makes it easy. Like he's like it's like obviously in the recent years we know how Hollywood is toxic. Everybody knows that, right? But I'm happy that Mike is definitely not one of those toxic people. He stands by his ideals. He stands by his own word. But he's very kind. He's never been like weird to us, to anybody we know, right? But obviously it's still in the Hollywood, right? And the toxicity is there simply because like some people are driven by the product rather than the craft. And I mean, I understand it is a business, but
All right, but now that you've gotten a taste of it, do you want more of that? Knowing that some of those pitfalls are waiting for you.
I mean, yeah, I think the challenges are always good, and like for us to have those opportunities to work on other people's productions, because we still work on like indie productions, our own productions, like everybody's productions. Just because we worked with Mike doesn't mean that we're not gonna like work on other people's projects. It's like every project is different, and I mean, I think if anything, we would hope that our success, I guess, inspires other people to kind of keep doing what they're doing, even if somebody does kind of put you down for your dreams or successes. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. I think that's why we love supporting UAS, right? Because like it's a learning experience, like working with Mike. Excuse me. How do I say it?
Like Demetrius is
yeah.
like the shit.
Yeah.
He's busy working.
This guy,
Like, yeah.
he's still working, right?
He's still working.
But like the thing is, like I know I've been saying this every time we were here. Like the reason why I want to support UAS is one, like it goes to show we are an example of what Demetrius said, that like You know, like you just need to connect people with the right people, and then bigger things happen. Like Mike found us here. It was like by chance we had a booth here that one year, and he just saw what we did, and he just a chance connection. Because like it's not like we're connected to Hollywood in any way. We're not nepo babies. We don't know anyone.
You are now.
Well, yeah, I guess,
I
right?
guess.
But so that's the thing, and I think that what UAS stands for, always have, was that just because you're not good at something yet doesn't mean that you should stop, right? And it's like everybody just needs a chance. And this place gave us a chance, and we want to continue to prove that this place is worth the effort of going to, stuff like that. So
there's been some amazing talent coming out of here every time too, and I mean, not you guys notwithstanding, of course. But all right, so you've done the one with Michael Jai. Are there other projects that you have talked about that you can mention? Are there other?
There's more movies that we're part of,
Yeah.
and TV shows and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah, he's hit us up a couple of times for things.
yeah.
So
we're still
Yeah.
we're still
Speed
working.
dial now.
Yeah, he's dad, dude. He's awesome.
if you were to see our, like, I guess his photo ID on our phones.
You see it. But so there are work, and it's up and coming. And whenever it's done, definitely we will be the first people to like say what we worked on. And I think it's also, I think I'm trying to also start be loud with the way that like our work. I think I've been very the imposter syndrome has been a big part of like, I don't know, like my 18, 20 years of like doing my art. But now I think it's okay for me to like just be a little more loud with what I do, I think. So
If Michael Jai notices it, someone else is going to notice it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
right?
So we're just still trying to work on like our own films. Like we're,
that's
working
what-
on
yeah.
like another feature film.
So yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Now that you've had that Hollywood exposure, what does that do to your indie projects? Does it give you a little bit more flavor to kind of expand and make things bigger and louder?
I mean, if anything, it kind of proves that like our method of filmmaking actually works for like a smaller budget, because even working on a bigger budgeted production is kind of the same, but with more money.
right,
Yeah.
it's the same
more
problem.
It's the same problems.
Yeah.
It's like you still need to like find props and costumes and everything. So like we're still working on our projects, and we're still always going to be like indie, low, micro budgeted films. It's like, but how we go about our filmmaking, or at least like funding our projects or working as like filmmakers, is very different than like most filmmakers now. When everybody's like looking for investors, we're actually looking for like donors or patrons, because we know the risks that are involved in investors. But it's like we would rather be transparent and honest with people. That's why we have like a Patreon that's like full transparency. We show them exactly how we do things. I mean, we have like 360 behind the scenes footage of Mike accidentally breaking a $20 like breakaway bottle.
Like, Michael, you ogre, could you calm down your strength, please?
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you here at the props table? Can I?
We literally said, do not break this. And he,
know.
yeah,
But it does look like
but
it.
it's, I mean, he's dad.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Well, then what indie projects do you have in the works that you want to talk up now?
I mean, technically, we have like 5 scripts that are kind of pending, like,
Isn't that slow for you guys? No.
okay, 5 feature film scripts,
Okay.
to be specific. And they're kind of in the process of, like, we're just talking around trying to get, like, donors and, like, building up the funds on, like, our Patreon and whatnot. Like, yes, we have, a lot of exciting things with Mike, but, we're still doing our thing as Art School Dropouts.
Yeah,
So.
so we still got to be Art School Dropouts. Like, I love Mike, but obviously, he also wants his vision, right? So it's not, like, it's not always just ours. It's collaborative effort.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, I guess, I mean, once we are ready with our other films, definitely we'll talk to you and say. But like, the goal is right now is like 2 films in 3 years. For me, that's my.
So never stop being Art School Dropouts, and hopefully you're way too big to talk to me when you get there.
Are
So
you serious? You're big. The number one like podcast over here.
No,
What?
man.
I was
That's
like,
a
oh, Jeff
terrible-
wants to talk to us.
I would never want to feel that way, right? That's just. I feel like that's like gross,
I'm kidding, but you guys are doing amazing
If we
work.
ever get to that point, please check us. Like,
Slap the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Congratulations on all your success, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Best of luck, all right?
Thank you.
All right.
Poison Clan rocks the world.